Good afternoon, and welcome to Peace Community Center's 2021 Learners to Leaders celebration. My name is Denise Randall, and I am the Executive Director of Peace Community Center and your Mistress of Ceremony for tonight's event. I am both humbled and excited that you have chosen to join us this afternoon. Before we proceed with tonight's celebration, I am compelled to recognize the Asian American lives that were heinously taken via hate crime attacks that occurred this past Tuesday. As an organization, Peace Community Center is committed to confronting racism and all forms of oppression to promote personal growth, social justice, and reconciliation. We stand in solidarity with Asian American, and Pacific Islander communities, and we seek healing and justice. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Our theme for this year's Learners to Leaders event is Growing Tomorrow's Leaders. I can't think of a more fitting theme as this year marks the 20th anniversary of Peace Community Center being rooted in the Hilltop of Tacoma. In order for us to shape and invest the lives of our scholars for 2 decades, it has truly been a community effort. Community is a theme that you will hear repeated throughout tonight's celebration. Because of community, scholars have had access to a safe space to convene. Because of the strength of a like-minded community, we will hear testimonies from scholars as to how Peace Community Center has not only developed their leadership abilities as students, but how they continue to serve as leaders in their respective communities today. Peace Community Center was birthed 20 years ago when Pastor Holly Plain of Peace Lutheran Church would walk the streets of the Hilltop community. He would visit neighbors door to door and ask, how can Peace Lutheran Church be of service to this community? Through his efforts, Pastor Plain invited Hilltop resident Miss Ruby Williams to start a feeding program for everyone seeking a hot evening meal. The meal program continues to this day. In addition to expressing a need for hot meals, neighbors expressed a need for programming for the children in the community, programming that included academic tutoring, summer day camps, counseling, and neighborhood activism. It was from these initial community desires that Peace Community Center was birthed. From humble beginnings to bake sales to keep the doors open to becoming a standalone 501c3, Peace Community Center has stood the test of time and has remained relevant to the needs of this community. Over the past 20 years, Peace Community Center has continued to remain relevant by addressing the needs of its community, especially during the recent pandemic. Our academic team leaned in to ensure students retained access to academic tutoring via virtual connections, supported families with navigating online learning with students after school. AmeriCorps members and academic coaches delivered enrichment and academic resource bags and activities to our students' homes. And we partnered with local organizations to ensure Hilltop Scholars had access to critical technology such as Wi-Fi hotspots and laptops in order to continue online learning. 20 years later, and Peace Community Center continues to be a relevant and driving force to address the needs of the Hilltop community. As we continue with this afternoon's event, I would like to welcome our distinguished guests. Thank you to elected officials for their presence and continued support of Hilltop youth. Please help me welcome Mayor Woodards, Senator Nobles, and additional elected officials who have joined us today. To my distinguished Board of Directors of Peace Community Center, thank you for your leadership and service to peace. We are a strong organization, and I believe it is a true reflection of the unified, diverse, and strong leadership that each of you bring that drive our organization forward. To Pastor John Stray of Peace Lutheran Church, the congregation of Peace Lutheran Church, Transformational Ministries International here in the Hilltop, St. Mark's, and the Peace Community Center staff, AmeriCorps members, families, and scholars. You all are so amazing. Thank you for being champions for our work this afternoon. To our outstanding table captains, tonight's event is possible quite literally because of each of you. Thank you for rallying your friends, your family members, colleagues to share in Peace's rich history and ongoing community impact. Thank you to our sponsors. We had several sponsors who made tonight's event possible. Thank you to each of you for your generous support of Peace Community Center and our Hilltop Scholars. And finally, I would like to extend a very special thank you and recognition to our PhD and master's level sponsors. Group Health Foundation as a PhD sponsor, and Corsmo Construction and Kaiser Permanente for our master's level sponsors. Thank you for being leaders in sponsoring tonight's event. Tonight, we are going to hear testimonials from scholars, both past and present, as they share the impact of Peace Community Center has had in shaping their leadership vision. You don't have to go far to find an individual who has been impacted by the center throughout the last 20 years. Countless community members have shared with me what it has meant to them for them to have been a part of the Peace Community Center network. From free meals when folks were hungry, to a safe space to gather after school, to tutoring with caring volunteers, to a mentor to lean on for academic direction and guidance. Peace Community Center has been a constant that scholars could rely on when seeking a diverse, supportive, and encouraging community to support their academic and career goals. Our goal this evening is to raise $100,000 to continue Peace's rich legacy in the Hilltop community. A contribution can be made at any time during tonight's program. Just follow the link displayed on your screen and in the chat window to make your gift at any time during the program. The final total raised throughout the last few weeks and through tonight's program will be announced at the end of programming. So please be sure to stay until the very end to learn just how much we raised in support of Peace Community Center. Now, I invite you to join me in watching a video presentation that highlights the stars of our program, our scholars. Our scholars are going to recount how academic coaches have helped nurture their vision for transformational leadership and community impact.
My name is Imani Hawkins, and I graduated from Stadium High School in 2020.
Hi, my name is Danae Jones. I went to Henry Foss High School. I graduated in 2011.
My name is Jordan Jones. I went to Henry Foss High School. I graduated from Henry Foss in 2011.
My name is Andrea Garcia. I graduated in 2015 from Henry Foss High School.
When I think about the theme, Growing Tomorrow's Leaders, I think about how Peace has poured into me to become the teacher I am today and the person I am today. And I am helping shape the next generation.
What it means to me is being able to take a student where they are, understanding that they have their own heart and mind for where they want to go, but then incorporating themes such as leadership, service, and vision, so that way they're able to start developing a heart for serving other people. And during my time as a Hilltop Scholar, I received all of those things from different volunteers, staff members, and AmeriCorps members.
There's something really cool about helping young people and then them coming back and serving that same community and kind of giving back to who gave to them. Peace really gave me that because after I graduated, I was able to do the Vision and Call position, the internship. I got to be at McCarver, which is where I went to elementary school, got to be with a lot of teachers there that have been there forever.
I remember when I was a Camp Peace counselor fresh out of high school, I had plenty of staff members say that it's important to lead by your actions, but now it's time to lead with your voice. And walking hand in hand with integrity, with love, with care, with all of those who I interact with.
The importance of academic coaching is you're getting a person alongside you that's really supporting you, encouraging you, holding you accountable, which for me in high school was one of my biggest things. I didn't know how to be held accountable. I'm really thankful for Peace Community Center and the Hilltop Scholars program, because if it weren't for them, I don't think I would have graduated high school. I don't think I would have learned all the things that I'm passionate about, that they taught me that I was passionate about through the different opportunities of leadership that they gave me.
I appreciate Peace for connecting me with like-minded people who I'm still friends with today.
This was the place that really inspired my appetite for knowledge, my appetite for learning. And it's a place that if students need help, if parents need help, community members need help, this is the place where they'll be welcomed with open arms, smiles, and ultimately a path for where they want to go.
I am the leader that I am today because of them. And I feel like since they've already been on the journey that I am on right now, I feel like they're the perfect people to help mentor these new students.
Thank you to our amazing alumni for participating in this video and sharing their story. The Hilltop Scholars program continues to operate Monday through Thursday and supports Tacoma Public High School students in grades 9 through 12. Hilltop Scholars receive free academic tutoring, mentoring, financial literacy, assistance with identifying and applying for scholarships, colleges, and universities. Our college and career program continues to support and maintain contact with students throughout their post-secondary career. In addition, our students are supported with a variety of employment opportunities, which can include military service, internships, and vocational careers. A contribution to Peace Community Center is an investment in our Hilltop Scholars college and career programs. Now I would like to introduce you to two of our very special guests for this evening, Keontae and Vanessa. Keontae is an 8th grader at Jason Lee Middle School and has been enrolled in Peace's Scholars Program for the past 2 years. While Keontae's connection to Peace is a newer journey, Vanessa is a senior at Stadium High School and has been a Peace Scholar since 2004. Upon graduation, she plans to double major in sociology and psychology. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Keontae and Vanessa.
Hello, my name is Keontae Caldwell. I'm an 8th grader at Jason Lee Middle School. I've been attending Bobcat Scholar program since the 6th grade. I'm here to talk about my journey and experiences with the program and how they support growing leaders for tomorrow. For me, adapting to my surroundings to learn a new skill and have new experiences will help me in the everyday life to become a greater leader to my peers and my family. Being a growing leader will help me in my social skills and be more confident academically. Before Hilltop Scholars, I wasn't very sociable. I had friends, but not much, and I didn't speak up and ask for help when I needed it. When my mom first signed me up for Bobcat Scholars, I was not interested. I felt that Bobcat Scholars would just be about doing more schoolwork and not fun. After a couple weeks of attending after school program, I got more interested and engaged. I became more sociable, not just with my peers and volunteers. I became more engaged in school as well. I would participate in the activities, and I asked for help from my teachers on school work. With each new school year, working with different coaches helped me gain different skill sets to become the leader I am today. They taught me how to set goals, to speak up for what I need, and help others in my community. I encourage people to join Bobcat Scholar. The program was fun and exciting. My grades improved. Hilltop Scholar provides a community for social and academic support. It's a community of people of different backgrounds coming together to teach young people to be great leaders. I'm proud of how much I have grown in my education and proud that I am a Bobcat Scholar. I'll be leaving this program and moving on to high school, but I know the Hilltop Scholar program will be there to help me to become a growing leader of tomorrow.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Plancarte and I'm a senior at Stadium High School. I have been a Hilltop Scholar for going on 7 years now. To me, growing tomorrow's leader means shaping our current generation's youth to successfully lead our society in our near future. Throughout both my academic and personal life, my teachers and parents have taught and instilled countless skills and morals within me to ensure I am prepared for what my future holds. The Hilltop Scholars program has taught me how to step up and take charge in my community. Originally, I had joined Hilltop Scholars because of friends who encouraged me to. I was hoping to gain more of a social life through the program. I did gain that, however, I realized there were so many more opportunities this program had to offer in terms of networking, college visits, community service, academic help, one-on-one mentoring, and all while building bonds with those around you. Before becoming a Hilltop Scholar, I was very distant from my community both in and out of school. I struggled in some classes and had a hard time being outgoing and outspoken. Hilltop Scholars allowed me to develop my own voice and use it when necessary, and how to step out of my comfort zone and reach out to other people. My favorite part of being a Hilltop Scholar is how we can all come together and unite as a family, despite any differences, and uplift not only each other but those in our community as well. During a previous Hilltop Scholars event, similar to this one, I met an individual who influenced my decision in wanting to attend St. Martin's University. She believed in me and helped me believe in myself within just the 20-minute conversation we had. I am now proud to say I will be attending St. Martin's University in the fall of 2021, with the intentions on studying psychology and/or sociology. The Hilltop Scholars program allowed me to unexpectedly find my future passion and have ever since helped me with moral support, many applications, and an unlimited amount of motivation and encouragement. I hope to one day come back to this program where it all started and help students the way everyone in this program has helped me, whether it be by volunteering once in a while or guest speaking. I couldn't be more proud or appreciative to be part of this Hilltop Scholars family.
Keontae and Vanessa, you are absolutely incredible. Thank you for courageously saying yes to this leadership opportunity. Job well done. Our scholars prepare for weeks for this opportunity. Throughout the school year, our elementary and middle school scholars are provided ongoing academic tools and social emotional learning resources to help them grow as scholars and leaders. Students meet with their mentors one-on-one during the school day and in cohorts and after-school programming. In after-school programming, students build meaningful relationships with their peers and develop strong academic habits of success to increase reading skill sets while participating in science, engineering, arts, and mathematics projects. A contribution to Peace Community Center ensures that students like Keontae and Vanessa continue to have strong access to academic resources and curriculum that will advance their efforts to achieve their post-secondary goals. Our final student story to highlight this evening is that of Nia. Nia is a Hilltop Scholar and 12th grade student attending Stadium High School. In her story, Nia shares how Peace Community Center supported her as a new resident of the Hilltop community and details how that support ultimately helped her make a major life decision. Let's take a listen to Nia's story.
My name is Nia Schultz. I'm currently a senior at Stadium High School. I really love to learn about anything and everything. I'm the kid in class that has the random facts that you'll never know even existed.
I would describe Nia as very curious. She just has a really strong thirst for knowledge, and she's always been very particular about her goals. And so if there's something that she sets her mind to, she's like, okay, well, what do I need to do to get that done? And then she'll make a plan and start chipping away at it.
Nia definitely embraces positive challenges. She's always been motivated to do her very best. She always wants to be the student that has an A, and if she's not getting an A or the grade that she wants to reach out and ask for help and support to how she can get to that goal.
So before I joined Hilltop Scholars, when I lived in Oregon, I was terrible in school. Hardly was there. I missed so many days. There were a lot of other challenges I was facing in my personal life. One of the biggest ones was we were homeless.
There was also, death in the family, going through a divorce, and so there was a lot of different things that were going on all at once at the same time. Peace Community Center was really helpful, being that we were new to town, with getting us adjusted to the children being in school and different types of activities and resources that were available to them, not only in school but outside of school as well. And then as far as with the parents, just resources in the community as far as if you needed help with housing or clothes or food or just whatever.
I think the best part about Hilltop Scholars is the fact that you learn so many different things all the time. Telling me different ways I can learn how to cope with my personal issues that are going on. Me and my academic coach talked about a bunch of different things that we could do together, or I could do on my own. And now I'm in so many other different kinds of programs. I think I'm in just about any program my high school has to offer. There was a specific moment in my high school journey that Peace Community Center is really impacted. I was going through a bunch of different types of struggles at the time. We were recently evicted at the time, and so it was a lot of stress going on, including like 2 AP classes I was taking at the time. And so I was really deciding to take a gap year in college, or maybe even not cancel my college plans.
When Nia came to me asking me if maybe she should take a gap year, I said, well, let's just take every day as it comes. But Palmer Scholars is right around the corner, and I know that you already started that application process. And I think that really helped Nia with her decision for if she wanted to go straight into a 4-year university after graduating high school or taking a gap year.
It was phenomenal. Like it really lit a fire under her. And so I was very appreciative to Peace Community Center for that, because it all started with that conversation with Miss Kelsey of, telling her to keep moving forward.
And and now I'm enrolled into college, and I already put down my $200 down payment for housing. I have plans to move out to Ellensburg at the end of this year, so that really helped me. It was like a tipping point, and it really helped me pull me back from the jumping off the cliff.
Peace is here to help students and families reach their full potential and to be there to support them through school and beyond.
As a parent, I want for Nia to just be successful, not in a way necessarily like I want her to have this job and to have this, career, but just something that she's passionate about and something that she enjoys. And I want her to not be afraid to take those challenges and, just really go for what she wants.
I'm thankful for Hilltop Scholars and all the things that they have done. Our journey has been long, but I've learned a lot since day one of being here. And honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in a lot of the programs I am in today. And I definitely wouldn't have the confidence of going into college next year like I do now.
Nia, thank you for sharing your story, and congratulations on your college acceptance. We are so proud of you and your hard work to achieve this amazing accomplishment. We celebrate you, and we look forward to staying connected as you finish this school year and prepare for the next 4 years as a college student. I stated earlier how influential Peace Community Center's Board of Directors is as a dedicated and deeply mission-driven leadership team. As an executive director, I am supported and encouraged as I lead the organization. But one of the many richly conversations that I get to have with the board of directors is their why for service and their why for Peace Community Center. At this time, I would like to invite to the stage Vice President of the Board of Directors of Peace Community Center, Amanda Figueroa, as she shares her why to invest and serve at Peace Community Center.
Thank you, Denise. And thank you, everybody, for taking some time to be here today, to pause in our busy lives and to celebrate 20 years of legacy at Peace Community Center. Now, I am a longtime friend of Peace and a board member currently serving as the vice president. And I happen to work right down the street from Peace Community Center at the University of Washington, Tacoma. And in my day job, my job is to really help students develop and attain big, audacious dreams. And I'm passionate about that work because I myself am a Latina first-generation college graduate. I'm the first in my family to earn an AA degree, then a bachelor's, and then a master's. And I'm really dedicated to that work, and I'm dedicated to the work of Peace Community Center because Nia's story resonates with me so strongly. I have great memories of really powerful conversations, questions that educators outside of school asked me at key moments in my life that really pushed me to expand my own expectations of myself and really pushed me to think about success and uncovering the gifts that I had to give to the world to a different level. And over the past 3 years as a board member with Peace, I've also been really excited to have a space in which I can enact positive change in my community. And by donating today, you have the opportunity to do that alongside of us. Now, one of the things that I've really enjoyed about my time at Peace with the board, with the staff members, with the way that they engage with youth, is that we've had really hard dialogue about what does it mean to be an anti-racist organization? What does it mean to hold ourselves accountable? And those conversations have not been easy, but they have been healing and they have been hopeful and they have been aspirational because we have held those conversations with the values of peace, wholeness, joy, learning, community, and justice. And so I invite all of you today to come alongside of us, help contribute to the stories of the legacy of leaders that you've heard from, the emerging leaders, folks like Imani, Jordan, Danae, Andrea. Work alongside of us now by donating. Now, I work for the state, so it's not like I'm making a lot of money, but one of the ways that I've been really committed to Peace is to give over time. And every year that I've been a member of the board, I have deepened my giving to Peace because I see how powerful this program is, how powerful this center is, and really listening to and working alongside community to help understand what their dreams are and to help give the resources that are needed to make those dreams a reality. Now, I also am very excited that we've been able to hire wonderfully talented leaders like Denise. And we have a very ambitious strategic plan. And that plan involves increasing the rigor for the academic coaching that we are providing to youth. It is investing in tools and curriculum and resources that will help them navigate spaces and systems of oppression and make positive change now and into the future. We also want to expand an internship program and really think about the ways in which we are helping youth to connect their learning in the classroom and out of the classroom to what their future dreams are for leading and serving in community. And so the invitation now is for you to, if you haven't already, make that donation. Join us, be alongside of us in this work to give another 20 years of peace. And if you are inspired to give even more deeply, I encourage you to reach out to Leanna. She's Peace Community Center's very talented development director. And while you are making those donations, we have a video now to join us and to hear from both some legacy leaders and emerging leaders with words of gratitude for your support, for you walking alongside of us in this journey. And then hang out, because after that video is done, we're going to hear an update about how much money we've raised.
Hi, my name is Charles Gnu, and I just want to say thank you for supporting Hilltop Scholars, and thank you for allowing me to be in this program and community and providing me with many different resources and influencers to influence me and guide me on the right path. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you for giving to Peace Community Center so I can be in this program. Your donations help me learn and grow at Peace Community Center.
I'm Pastor John Stray from Peace Lutheran Church, and it is a blessing to celebrate 20 years of Peace Community Center. I've been around for 14 of those 20 years, and it has been wonderful to be part of the work of the center, walking alongside Hilltop students and families. I especially today want to thank the Hilltop neighborhood and all at Peace Lutheran Church who were there at the very beginning with their energy and their prayers and their vision and their commitment to bring Peace Community Center into being, and who continue to sustain it today.
Thank you for supporting the Bobcat Scholar program and helping students like me.
Appreciate your support. Thank you for making this program possible.
Good afternoon. My name is Bill Hannibal, and as the initial executive director for the first 15 years of Peace Community Center's work, I want to thank each of you for your generous support. Whether a first-time donor tonight or a loyal partner for many years. And I want to take a moment to thank both current and previous staff who've poured their very lives out into the students and families Peace Community Center is so honored to serve. And finally, thank you to Peace Lutheran Church the Hilltop community, and the children, youth, and families Peace has served over these 20 years. Together, you all are the heartbeat of Peace Community Center's mission.
I like the program because we get to do cool art and experiment projects that I don't normally get to do because we don't have the right stuff. And I also really like having tutors because I can learn new stuff that I haven't learned yet. Scholars is more fun than school. Thank you.
I want to thank you all for the opportunity so that Carol and I can give thanks for Peace Community Center and all the work and ministry and service and help that it has been to adults and for youth. 20 some odd years ago, when some of us got together from the church out at a conference center, and the idea came forward that we should build something. And I was thinking more of a small little box in the back of the church building. And but as you see, it turned out to be a wonderful facility that has been provided by many, many people. So Carol and I thank you, Peace Lutheran Church thanks you for your support for these young people down through the years, and adults too for that matter, have been there and have received and have been blessed. So thank you all for the support. God bless you. Keep the Peace Community Center in your prayers, your thoughts, the financial gifts that the good Lord has given unto you, and use them also through the Peace Community Center. Again, thank you. God bless you. Jesus walk with you. Take care of yourself, and come in and visit the Peace Community Center and support it in the times to come that we have. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting us, Hilltop Scholars.
Thank you for supporting Hilltop Scholars.
Hello, my name is Demish, and I am the office coordinator here at Peace Community Center. I want to say thank you to everyone that has helped mark this 20th year celebration on behalf of our students, families, and our community. We are so excited, and with your continued support, we look forward to 20 more years and beyond. Thank you.
I like that I get to eat macabre, that I get to do free activities. Thank you for supporting Hilltop Scholars.
Hello, my name is Carol Watson. I have been associated with Peace Community Center since it was just a dream here at our church. And 10 years ago, I was reflecting at the celebration of the 10th year and being amazed at how the vision that we had initially has grown into something so much more than any of us ever imagined. And here we are now at 20 years, and I still remain amazed and incredibly grateful for the work of the center. The work that is done here, it's creative, it's passionate. There's commitment on the part of the staff to our students, and their response to things that have happened in over this 20 years has been incredible. I think about the time that the teachers went on strike, and the first day of that strike, there were students here at the center being serviced and encouraged by the staff. This year, of course, we've had the COVID thing, and they have really stepped up to the plate and provided continuity for our students. And the program has expanded incredibly since our vision 20 years ago to include elementary and all the way past college. None of this would have been possible had it not been for first of all, for the grace of God, but then for the incredible support that came from our members in our congregation, on out to our sister congregations in the community, and then to the greater community, and the very generous support that we have had over the years, not just in terms of finances, but in terms of your volunteering to work with students, to serve on the board. And for that, I remain incredibly grateful and continually amazed and thankful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
I like Scholars because it's fun and we do fun stuff. Say what he said. Scholars.
I would like to say thank you for helping out Hilltop Scholars.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all so very much for celebrating with us the kickoff of our 20th anniversary celebration. I am thrilled to announce, drum roll please, wherever you are, together we have raised $131,190 and counting. I am so incredibly excited. Thank you all for your tremendous support of Peace Community Center and contributions throughout this Learners to Leaders. I am literally almost speechless because this is now a record year for Peace Community Center. This is now the highest grossing gifting campaign that we have had in the history of the organization. And that is due to you and your commitment and investment to our Hilltop Scholars. Thank you so much for believing in our youth. Thank you for investing in our students and our community. Our students literally are the leaders that we are investing in today so that they can continue to grow to be leaders to serve in our community for tomorrow. Thank you all so very much. Have a fabulous night.